Of course, there is so much discussion out there in the zeitgeist about whether or not AI and the bots will take over our jobs. Believe me, I'm steeped in it. I work for an AI company in legal tech. But I've got news for you. The bots have already taken over a lot of these jobs. And this happened a long, long time before the invention of AI. And the worst part about all of this is that the bots I'm talking about are our fellow humans. So many jobs out there don't want our more human qualities. They want us to robotically repeat the same processes and follow the same rules again and again and again, and not complain too much along the way. I chose to put a reminder to be a human being, at the very top of our foundation section, largely because these are the jobs that I hope we are applying for, the more human-dominant ones, not the bot-dominant ones. And this is not just because if the AI revolution really plays out the way many expect, the bot-dominant jobs will be the first to go. But rather because what's really been the first to go in a lot of these jobs, way before the AI revolution, is our time, thrown into this black hole from which we get nothing back but a paycheck. It is vitally important, and I do mean that word vital, to remind ourselves of what it is we really want. What's our goal here? Too often in the job hunt process, we allow ourselves to get brought down to the meanest level of the whole thing, which is just, I need money, I need a job that will give me money. And again, I've been there too. I understand the immense pressures here, but we've got to remember, even in times of desperation, that what we're actually doing here is signing up to hand over huge chunks of our lives in exchange for that money. How do we want to spend all that time? And who do we want to spend it with? My hope for my students is not that they get a job, but that they get a great job. That's my hope for myself too when I go through this process. A great job means different things to different people, but I encourage you to spend some quality time thinking about what it means to you at the beginning of this process. Reminding ourselves about what a great job means to us is not just something that we leave for the end of the process during the offer and acceptance phase. It's something we start with, not the least of which because it will help us to suss out who are the great employers from the not so great employers during the interviews themselves. If your interviewer responds in a negative way to something that you think is absolutely vital for a great job, then that's something you need to take note of. It's something you need to investigate further. Is this really the job for you? Now, caveat there, was your interviewer in this circumstance your hiring manager or a recruiter? There's a big difference there we'll talk about. But either way, we want to be on the lookout. For me, I put a lot of weight on my great job scale on jobs that fall more on the human side of the spectrum from the more robotic. Let's find the jobs in which we get so much more than just a paycheck for our time. And let's do that in part by putting our most human qualities front and center in the interview process. Hi, I'm Will. I'm a human looking for a human job. Thanks.